You want to know what is the most stupid things I have done in the gym? It's 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 so bad. I don't know what I was thinking. So it was the start of 11th, no, 12th grade, I think, and I previously took a few week break from from the gym, and as I was now back in it, I was doing shoulder press, right? And for some reason, I decided to up the weight again and again, which was a bad idea because eventually it's like, okay, one rep, two, three, four, five. Oof. My right shoulder feels off. Okay, I dropped the weight. That's failure. Okay, few minutes pass. Oof. Shoulder still feels funny. Man, I think I injured myself somehow for the first time. Oh man, and you know, I stopped the workout here and there and just moved on to my classes. Yeah, no, that did not happen. Instead, I went on to do a few more sets of flat bench press with the fucked up shoulder. And if that weren't enough, I finished off with cable chest flies, in which I also felt my shoulder. So instead of just thinking, okay, I am injured, I need to back off immediately. No, I just pushed on, thinking that they will pass. This is not the first time it happened. And instead of recovering in like maybe a month max or so, it took me a few months because I think what exactly happened was I sprained my right shoulder joint, and on some days I couldn't even really move up my arm in a certain angle without really feeling the pain. And obviously, because of that, I could only train anything except chest and shoulders, which unfortunately had to set back my overall progress because I was hoping of benching or benching more than 100 kgs after a year of achieving that. But obviously, it did not happen because by the time I fully healed and was getting back into, chest and shoulders workouts, it was already almost spring, and there was just no time, and I had to start my cut and all of that shit. So I knew that my strength would also go down, blah blah blah. So, moral of the story, well, there's there's two of them. So one, if you take a break from the gym, that's that's about a week or more, feel it out for the first two or so workouts. Otherwise, you will be injured and will tweak something for sure. Or, well, at least you don't want to risk that. And two, if you do injure something or feel that something feels off, stop training that muscle immediately. If it's a shoulder, well, obviously you will also feel it during some chest work. So also do not hit chest. Take 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 better care of yourself, and you will make progress way faster and smoother. It's just a fact. Um, yeah, that all of that only took me 6 minutes, and this background video is 17. So I'll just talk about how I hit a squat PR in the same timeline. So my goal was okay. So that summer, I started a bit of that. I learned a lot, and I was like, okay, I will start a bulk on September. Well, and then I did. I started to track calories, but the bulk kind of was a disaster. I ate too much shit, and it just got me fatter than I was supposed to be or wanted to be. But all that strength, all of those calories helped me squat. So in November, while I was still injured with my shoulder, I went up to 140 kgs, and I think I did 10 reps. Why a 10 rep PR? Well, even with a spotter, the last exercise I wanna fuck up and have an injury on, ironically, is a squat. I don't wanna break my neck. I don't wanna break my spine. I don't wanna break my knees. I don't wanna do any of that. So I would still try to target a rep range, but not go that low. I would strive for at least 4. Now I did do 10 with 140 on my back, and I guess you could say that I could go higher, but already I was moving up slowly to not ruin my attempt. So I reached 140. I did 10 reps to failure, and that was it. That was my highest squat ever for 10 reps. But that wasn't even it. I was just like, okay, I still got a few months of the bulk. Let's see how far I can push it. Okay, and my next and my still true to date PR, which happened, well, about exactly 1 year ago at the time of this recording, and it was January late, and we were supposed to leave the country for a vacation to Spain for about a week. So I thought, okay, I need to end the bulk there. Still enjoy myself, but start the cut after that, which still took longer, but whatever. So I was like, okay, if we leave, I won't be able to squat a lot, or at least I would need to warm myself back up to get used to heavy weights. And
A playlist is available
and
for you.
so a few days before we left, I worked up to 150 kgs, and I did it for 12 reps. The whole set took like pretty much a full minute. I was fucking hyped. I was screaming. I had Linkin Park blasting in my fucking headphones. Uh, there was one single guy in the gym with me, whom I guess I could have asked for a spot. Well, no, I I asked him to watch me, to to like just in case, like if something goes wrong. But I was just squatting my ass off. Definitely one of the hardest sets I've ever done, of squats at least. And yeah, I did 150 for 12 reps. And a pair of jeans. Here's what happened. I think it was Friday, and I was like, okay, I am done with these fucking classes. I am done with everybody else. I forgot my fucking uh, I forgot my gym plans at home. I was like, fuck. But you know what? Those jeans were not, they were fairly loose, so I didn't really feel a difference while squatting, but I had to do it. I had to. If I don't do it then for some reason, then like I said, um, then I'd be fucked, and my whole efforts for a new squat PR would have been, delayed or over. And that's that. That is my best PR yet. And yes, I worked up the weight slowly once again. I don't know how to properly set yourself up, so I was just doing it how it worked. And as I was squatting, I felt like I was okay. Let's do a 6, and I was like, wait a second, this shit light. So like, okay, 7, 8, and at that point I was like stopping a bit. The song was, the hook was over. I listened through the whole verse of Numb by Linkin Park, and then another hook to play it, and then okay, I pushed out 9, 10, and I was like, you know what? If I fall, I fall, but it will not happen. So I just 11, 12, holy fucking shit! And I just put the weight back on, and I fucking let my lungs out. Cause like, yeah, bro, I was hyped. I was hyped as fuck. Like, there wasn't a single guy I knew from our school who could squat like this. We had some power lifters a bit younger than us, but as far as I know, at least then, nobody was squatting like I was. So I'm really proud of that. Now, Could have I squatted 160? Absolutely. Could have I squatted 170? Maybe. Maybe. But again, I worked up slowly. I just didn't want to fuck anything up. My knees feel weird. I still have that small crack I hear when I squat deep enough. It's not a medical problem. It's just a thing you kind of have when you squat heavy and a bunch. It's not a problem. But yeah. Oh man, my knees are cracking. Even now as I'm extending them a bit. Because I feel stiff. But yeah. That's that. That's my 12th grade or senior in high school gym experience. This video will probably be in 30 FPS, not 60 as the gameplay truly is, only because my slow ass internet made me upload the last video from like noon to like 8 p.m. It's ridiculous, and since I have to use my mobile data because I don't want to overload our Wi-Fi for everybody, that makes my phone heat up, and if I do that long term, I'm just gonna fuck up my phone, which I really do not want. But yeah. That's that. Let me know what I should talk about next, because I'm kind of running out of things to say. And that's a situation that I do not want to be in. So, yeah, peace out.
A playlist is ready to try. Let's go try it.